That is awesome. I think I've got... Oh, I can't pull that out of there. This is great. This is the Edinburgh Castle late 15th century dagger from Medieval Shoppe. Clearly, this is the winner of our viewer's choice vote that we had the other day, and everybody just raved about it. They really wanted to see it, so here we are today with the Edinburgh Castle late 15th century dagger. This is a pattern welded or Damascus blade, as you can see. This was based on a museum design, an original piece in a museum. And you can see that it has little imperfections, like the fuller's a little off. They wanted to keep it to its original form. Even in modern smithing, they wanted to look very much like it was smithed in ancient times. So I love that about this. It's made out of two very good blade steels. This pattern welding is made out of the 15N20 or 15 November 20 steel, and it's combined with the 1095 steel. Both of these have really great qualities. They differ a bit, but both have amazing qualities that make this a very sturdy, good blade. And it cuts really well. It holds a really good edge. As you can see, it thrusts incredibly well. And this weighs about 1.38 pounds, which would be in metric 0.626 kilograms. Its overall length is 57.5 centimeters. That comes out to about 22.5 inches. Its blade length, the blade length itself, is about 16.5 to about 16.3 inches. That comes out to 41.5 centimeters metric. Then the blade width at its widest point is about 5 centimeters. That's about 2 inches or about 1.9 inches in American Standard. And it tapers from that 5 centimeters all the way down to that fine point that we see. And today we have some really special tests to put this thing through the rigors. Thrand's got some great stuff. He's got the gel head set up for us. He's got the really awesome roll wet newspapers. All kinds of things. We're really going to put this through its paces. I can't wait to see what we can do with it. Thrand's outside waiting right now, so let's get out there and let's see what he's got, and let's destroy some stuff.
Wow, that's unbelievable. I wonder if Eld even knew that went all the way through. Whoa. See if I can even get it out.
I had no idea that went all the way through. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get a mark on it, but it's all the way through, so we pretty much know how much went through without me holding on to it. Oh, it is hard to get out. Yeah. I hope I can do as well in the test we're going to replicate. That's unbelievable.
I can't believe I did that. That's crazy.
You went all the way through, definitely. It's a little deceptive because the blade's so tapered and so long.
I honestly didn't expect that. And
you actually went all the way through.
Saying, let's go outside and test this, and this is the first thrust turns out to be a three phone book thrust.
Spectacular. I am impressed big time.
We're back with our extra tough ballistics gel head, analog ballistics gel head. We've nicknamed them EVAR heads in honor of Chuck Murray over there when we did a crossover with it. It's got our good skull in it, our spine, our new artery in the neck, and our jaw. What we're going to do today is we're going to try something we've never done before. We're going to try like a ice pick or a roundel or rondelle style grip, and I'm going to try to stab it through the skull. We've never done this before. We have used the overarm throwing slide with a spear and got it through, but it's very difficult to thrust through this. The way our heads are, it's almost impossible to thrust through. So we want to see what this will actually do. It'll be the first time and an honor to this dagger to try it out.
Oh! Nice!
Hell yeah. Now that, I'm impressed with. I did not expect this. I'm sorry. That's in there. That is a dead man. That is the first time I have ever seen anything
You annihilated
like
him with that. I love it.
Oh, he is dead. Through
That
the
is
skull.
insane. I love it. We've got to show people how beautiful that is.
That is unbelievable. I'm so impressed. I mean, it's actually in there. That's through the skull itself that we use. The extra tough ballistic shell. We've got the blood coming out. Should I remove it yet? It's in there.
Go.
It doesn't want to come out.
That is...
And it seals right back up because the way it went through the skull. That is awesome. I have not seen that yet. In the depth, that was through the entire brain out the backside. And the dagger survived beautifully well. It didn't do any damage to it. I am impressed. I'm
extremely impressed. The Edinburgh, I mean, it's impressive. I'm sorry, that is a dagger.
All right, I don't think I can do anything as impressive as that stab, but I'm going to try and cut across the throat and cut one of these new veins. I haven't had a chance to try that yet, really, so this is a great opportunity, especially with this awesome dagger. So let's see what we can do.
Give it all you got, lad.
That's pretty funny.
Take his head clean off.
Oh, I got the jaw.
Ooh, I bet you went through the jaw.
I did. I broke
He cut
the jaw.
through the jaw and broke it with that. Impressive for such a small blade.
Not bad.
He'd
I'm still going
definitely
to go
be
for
feeling
that
that in the
throat. That wasn't the throat shot. I aimed a little high. It is a bit
Yeah,
light.
give it everything you got. Take his head off. Oh!
Dang. I didn't even cut that.
Oh, we
That
do have
material is
extremely
tough.
tough.
Let's try one more. One more.
Oh,
Nope.
you're aiming high.
That
That's
is
all it
high.
is. Oh, that's all it is. You're aiming high.
It's light. And I'm still not getting to the vein.
I aim for the throat.
I am aiming for the throat.
Oh!
It just don't. It bounces right off of the neck vein, dude. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
it's because of how much gel. It's extra tough gel this time. Maybe I shouldn't have gone so tough.
I mean, it just does not want to do it.
Oh!
Finally.
Looks like he cut himself a wee bit shaving there.
It doesn't really have any mass, so it can't really. It bounces off.
Oh, yeah. You have to put a lot of draw in it.
I mean,
push.
it goes through.
Oh, that jaw
Here.
is... I'm looking at this jaw, though. You cut clean through the jaw. That is some power, though.
The jaw is probably one of the most impressive things.
He's definitely be feeling that in the morning. You cut clean through the vein here. he's
But you
bleeding
can
out.
see where it hits the vein here.
Yeah.
It clearly just doesn't
If
have
this
enough
gel
energy.
is extra tough on this one. It's just what I had to work with at the time. I'd set it up for an axe, and then we're using this on it. So still, I was extremely impressed.
Yeah, you can see where I've hit it a few other times here.
It may be different tubing as well.
See? But look, you can see right here
Yeah.
where it bounces off.
Yeah, that tubing I might have to change out.
I mean, it's just bouncing
I don't
off the
think that's
tubing.
too realistic. It's almost like armor.
We might have to find something a little lighter.
So the ones
yeah.
that we have seen it cut through is extremely
But as
impressive.
close as that is, and I've hit it in that spot at least 3 times before I actually got it.
Yeah. I'm impressed. All right, I've had about enough of you, lad. I'm going to take your freaking head off. Ah! 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 Freedom! I think it works well. All right, let's check this out. See the carnage. Wow. Took more than one cut, but we made it through the spine. Both of the arteries that come on down have been severed. Oh, that one I think it was totally ripped out. Or it was cut earlier is what it was up higher. This was cut earlier by Eldgrim, I believe. Unless I cut that and didn't realize it. That was cut clean through. Up higher. And then we have where it came out. See how these are very tough? This is just a truly butchered up head to get it to be removed.
You know, I'm thinking, Thrand, that we need a thinner gauge on this.
Or a different
piping.
material. I'm thinking of a rubbery material. This is more of a PVC pipe, clear PVC type style material, and it's really tough for the size. I mean, if you don't want something to be cut, that's the thing to use, but it does kind of simulate, I guess, extra material to the neck and make it tougher, but I think it's making it too tough.
I think so, too.
Especially in that area, it's almost acting like armor or something, stopping you from actually even cutting into it.
Well, it gave a lot of bounce to it, I think, and because I made some serious contact on numerous occasions before this cut. There's a lot of nice points of contact here that you can feel, and it just kind of
niched it and it didn't go in.
just bounced.
And you were cutting like you were cutting with a knife to cut a man's throat. Should have been plenty. Should have had plenty of force.
Yeah,
I mean, you weren't going to tear his clean off like when I went berserk here.
Which resulted in your own injury, by the way.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This is how committed we are.
I put my finger up over the blade slightly, which it's sharpened back a little bit further than I expected, so I did get cut a little bit. Badly? No. It's kind of like half sorting. It's a little niche into my finger.
And of
Not
course-
too bad, but I used it to help crank the blade to get more power. I put my finger up over the...
Come
And the
on.
quillion, with no glove, I actually buggered up my thumb slightly. But remember,
Slightly.
how much
force did it take for me to put behind that blade without breaking it to do this? It has the edge, it just needs the extra mass. So I gave that lighter thrusting weapon the mass to do what it needed to do, but in the process, yes, you might get hurt a little bit, but I think his injuries would be far greater than yours.
I think that jaw shot, which we never saw a really good close.
Oh yeah, no, it's all the way through. It's through the bone, and it's all the way up to the base of the skull. So that was amazing. That actually went through. I was impressed. And you went through it several times.
Yeah.
Part of the jaw's even missing. It fell out because you hit it several times. But see how deep they are? These go all the way in, up inside, and they stop up in here by that artery in the skull.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and then the thrust, that's what I got to bring up. This thrust through the skull, that's what it was designed to do. And for it to pierce the skull, even on the side like that, in that area, is truly impressive. I mean, I haven't had any other weapon go through the skull. We even thrusted with a spear before and only barely poked a hole in it because the head glanced. But that was a true-on shot, and with the shape of that blade, it was able to actually pierce the skull and go deep enough into the brain to kill the man. It went through both lobes, or both spheres, I guess, and the frontal lobe pretty much in that area. Part of it.
Man, that was really awesome, Thrand. That was so great.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm super impressed with it for such a small blade. I mean, almost looks like Sting from Lord of the Rings or something, but a little bit smaller. It's a short sword pretty much. I mean, it's a dagger and a short sword, so it can cut with proper draw cuts and extreme force imparted on it because it doesn't have the weight. But for its design to do that, thrust through the skull is extremely impressive. We haven't had anything on our channel even come close to doing that and going that deep to the other side of the skull that it would have killed the man through the bone.
Yeah, I'll say it. I've said it once. I've said it numerous times actually, and I'll say it again. I love it because it reminds me so much of the Arkansas toothpick.
Oh yeah, and the Damascus. It's a Damascus is a name for it. It's not the true Damascus steel from back in the day. It's a pattern welded blade. But nowadays it's known as Damascus. It's beautiful. Performs well. It's strong, sturdy. It held up to all that. Stabbing through this extremely hard skull did no damage to it. All the cutting, you barely would have to sharpen it.
That's
true.
I
mean, it didn't really even damage the edge badly. I wouldn't want to be drawn across my skin or flesh at the moment. I think it would still cut into me easily.
Very easily.
Yeah,
I think
it didn't do anything to that.
So today was not just demonstrating how awesome this dagger is, but we've also demonstrated that we're always trying to improve our methods of testing.
Yeah, and I do believe these arteries or veins are way tougher than they should be.
That's okay though, because now we've learned something. We're gonna work to improve that, and I think that's what's awesome, and that's why
I think more of a rubbery material instead of a PVC type material.
I think you're probably right.
It's too tough.
Too tough. So there we go. So we've learned something today, and we've seen how great medieval shops, Edinburgh, 15th century dagger.
Yeah, Edinburgh
works.
Castle, 15th century dagger. It's beautiful. I love it.
That's gorgeous.
Sorry about my little berserk there, but I couldn't resist.
Don't be sorry. That was awesome.
I had enough of the head. I'm sorry. I had enough with it.
And I love that the Edinburgh Dagger won the vote. Thank you so much for participating, everybody, and stay in touch with us, and we'll get some more stuff out for you.
Most certainly, and farewell.
Farewell.